What's going on, everybody? Jake and Lexi here from Existence Games, coming at you with the official Exodus podcast, episode 2.
All right, it has been a good minute, but we are back on this podcast, and we are so excited. We've got a lot of things to cover here in this episode, and we're going to jump right into it. So thanks so much for sticking with us and coming back to join us on this fantastic episode. Here we go.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been really busy, pretty much non-stop with designing the next expansion set, but that is finally off to print. We are so excited. Can't wait for you guys
Actually
to
printing
see it.
as we speak right now.
Yep. And we want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of our playtesters who helped us finish the mechanics, effects, and abilities for set 5. And if you see anyone with the playtester role on Discord, be sure to say hey and give them thanks, because they are a big part of why the set is now off to print. But to go along with that topic, we have a little bit of bad news which we want to get out of the way first, and that is that pre-releases for set 5 are canceled, and that is because the cards are still being printed and they won't be here in time, unfortunately, for pre-release. So
yeah, on that note, we do have a couple of things to kind of compensate for pre-releases being canceled. Obviously, we're extremely bummed about that too, and but we want to make it up to you guys, and so we've got some cool things in store. So in lieu of pre-release parties, we're actually going to be doing launch parties for set 5, The Dimension That Disappeared, once we get back from Gen Con, kind of mid to late August. And so we'll do those up real big and make them nice and awesome, and you guys will be able to get the set 5 in your hands then. And then,
even before then, because you can still order it from your local game store, get it on the release date around August 1st.
That's true. We'll start shipping August 1st, so anybody who's pre-ordered online or through your store, you can get. We'll start mailing them out on August 1st.
Yep, so you'll actually have a couple weeks to kind of dive into the set and explore it before the launch party. So that'll be like the first official TDTD tournament later on. So if your LGS wants to do a launch party, have them contact us so we can get materials to them.
Other thing, kind of on that note, somewhere in this podcast, we're going to be spoiling and dropping a new, never-before-seen Set 5 card spoiler. So stick around. We're going to throw one in somewhere and kind of talk about that and check it out. So you guys will get a new spoiler a little bit early. And yeah, we'll dive into that a little bit later.
Yeah, we have a lot of good surprises in store that'll hopefully make up for that. So, yeah.
Final compensation for pre-releases being canceled. We're actually going to be throwing in a new prize for top 4 at Worlds 2019 this year. So our top 4 placers, the day after the second day of Worlds, when the pre-release would normally be, we're actually going to invite those top 4 players to come onto this podcast, and we'll be doing additional card spoilers for set 5 and let them kind of get an exclusive sneak peek firsthand, as well as talk about their experience at Worlds. So,
and their reaction will be delivered to you guys live on the podcast.
Yeah. So they'll get an exclusive look, but you guys will get to see it as well if you don't make top 4 or you aren't competing this year. So an extra little spoiler and a fun time we'll have before the set releases August 1st.
Yeah, so Too Long Didn't Read version is basically, while there won't be a pre-release, we're still going to be having a game day after Worlds, so stay for the after party. It's still going to be at Bullpen. It'll be a more casual, you get to hang out with us and all the players, and we'll just have some awesome games.
Super fun, super casual, it'll be great. Good.
Yeah, so with that being said, we've been cracking down on video editing, getting all the matches from Worlds 2018 finally uploaded to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen any of them yet, go check them out on this channel. We'll be doing all of day 1, all of day 2 featured matches, so they're super cool. Definitely check them out when you can. Yeah,
and something to note on that is this year's Worlds, we're actually going to have a live commentator.
Yes.
So
super excited for that.
There's a couple things we want to cover on that to let you know, things that are going to be different this time around to go along with some of the changes and some more important things that we haven't announced previously. And one of those things is players at Worlds starting this year will be required to play a card completely face up on the table for it to be count as being played. So in other words,
there was a lot of just like kind of bouncing the card, like tapping it to the table while kind of still holding on to it. And for kind of technical or production reasons, it wasn't always seen super clear on the camera, or it kind of just stirred up some confusion at some points. Yeah, and that way there's no confusion of, are you playing it? Oh, I can't take it back because I didn't actually lay it on the table. So it'll just be much more clear for video and just the camera. You will be required to go ahead and lay the card completely face up on the table for it to be count as being played.
and then you can pick it up and move it, point at targets and all that.
Yeah, and on that note, like final actions and plays must also be conveyed verbally, so that you're not just, kind of tapping the card on the table and like moving on and not giving your opponent time to react. Kind of declare everything you're doing and making it super clear for your opponent, as well as for the camera and the commentator, so that everything is nice and crystal clear. There's no causes for confusion, and it'll be much more smoother sailing.
Yep, exactly. So hopefully that'll be a change that really helps with clarity purposes and just in general, letting there be clear actions and for judges to be able to resolve disputes easier. With that, also we want to just a reminder for everybody, let you know that opaque card sleeves will be required for Worlds competitors. So bring extra sleeves for whatever deck of sleeves you're using.
Yeah, we will be checking sleeves in addition to your deck list. So be prepared for that.
Yeah, marked, slightly broken sleeves will need to be replaced. If you don't have enough replacements, we will have extra sleeves on hand at Worlds, and they probably won't match what you have. So you'll be required to replace them if they don't
coming prepared.
if they don't meet regulation, you'll need to re-sleeve the deck. So just a reminder to bring extra sleeves.
Yeah, and then another final note for like extra rules and things for Worlds. This year, all competitors will be allowed to take notes with a pen and paper, which we will provide. So you guys don't have to worry about bringing that. We'll make sure everybody has access to pen and paper if they would like that option for their games. So just know that you'll have that available this year. So just kind of wrapping that thought up. There is a rules and regulations official document that we have on our website. We'll be sure to link it in the description down below. So all competitors, be sure to freshen up on that before you guys arrive at Worlds this year. Make sure you're crystal clear on everything in there, and we should be good to go.
Yeah, we'll also put a link in the description below to the judge article that Andrew wrote. He has a nice little message to say to you guys. So it's nice and short. Go ahead and read that on the Organized Play news column. And again, just make sure you've read the rules and regulations document. It's pretty short, so just read that before coming. As far as prize support, we have an exciting announcement that prize support will be upped at Worlds.
Oh man, I'm so excited for the prize support this year. It is going to be incredible. Last year, our top 8 players got the pleasure of getting custom artwork binders.
Yep, we're also going to have binders again for top 8, but brand new.
So brand new, epic new designs for the latest set.
We are holding the binders in our hand, and they are beautiful. We also are looking at the competitor playmats.
Competitor playmats, and we're so happy to say that all playmats this year are going to have the fabulous stitched edgings, which are super snazzy.
Edge locked, nice.
Yeah, we hope you guys enjoy those as much as we do, because they look pretty sweet. So the prize support is just going to be epic this year. We're so excited to get all this good stuff in your guys' hands. It's
and some other prize support, which Lexi won't let me tell you, so you'll just have to be surprised when you get here.
We got some good surprises. We're not going to spoil it all, but you got to trust us. It's going to be good. All right, it is time. So we're going to drop a brand new Set 5, The Dimension That Disappeared spoiler card. It is up on the screen right about now, so check it out. This is Thoughtstream Eventide Sword.
Wow.
This might be one of the first symmetries that we've spoiled from this set, so give this a look. This is super exciting. This is going to be a pretty big card. So you want to go ahead and read the effect, Jake?
Absolutely. Before I read it, also I know this is one a lot of you guys have been asking, is there going to be a mass removal card in the set for Afterthoughts? This is it. You are looking at it.
There you go.
And it's not the only option, but it's probably one of the best, if not the best. So let's check this out.
Probably will be a main.
Yeah. All right, so we have Thoughtstream Eventide Sword. Symmetry 3-star rare, first edition. Illustration by Yossi Saputra, new artist. And this is number 3 out of 68 cards in the set, not counting secret rares. We got Dimension That Disappeared, set 5, and the effect is destroy one of your creatures and all energy attached. Then destroy all cards on the field, except energy, that don't have any energy attached. If any cards left a player's field due to this effect, that player loses 1 life point.
Yeah, so I think the biggest, most obvious thing that people will be looking at with this card is Afterthought removal. You know, you guys have seen a lot of the Afterthought and Chrono spoilers so far, or a couple of them. And one of the biggest questions, like Jake said, was, is there going to be a way to remove Afterthoughts and a mass removal? And so, like he said,
more than one at a time.
Yeah, so this would be it, or this is one of your choices. Obviously, it has a fairly steep cost, but you know,
You could pick just a 1 energy creature,
Yeah.
destroy that,
That's
no
the
big
thing.
deal.
That's the thing.
And it destroys, so basically any cards on the field that don't have energy attached, right? So that means
Yeah, it doesn't just
afterthoughts.
include afterthoughts. It's also
Symmetries.
floater symmetries. Also symmetries that are in a stack. So
That's right.
those symmetries don't have energy attached. If you have frozen symmetries on the field, or just like I said, anything that's in a stack, like a cove, vortex,
A huge response chain, things that haven't fully resolved yet or haven't started resolving.
Yeah, this
Play
just straight
this.
up wipes everything.
If this resolves, everything else on the stack, all these symmetries that haven't triggered yet, they don't have energy attached, so they're going to be destroyed immediately.
So this is truly in a sense, a board wipe for floater cards and symmetries and any kind of floating effect. Appropriately illustrated with the Thought Stream, if you guys are familiar with that in the storyline. The Thought Stream is literally morphing itself into this giant, like, legendary sword that is just
Aurora
plunging
sword.
down from the sky into, if you guys can see that, there's a chrono that is just getting obliterated by this Thought Stream sword, sending it back to the
absolutely
dimension that
destroyed.
it came from. So
Yeah.
this is a pretty awesome, fun card all the way around, and we're so excited for you guys to see this and start checking it out.
Yep. The effect is also really neat because it kind of has a Portals Collide vibe to it, right? Because if any cards leave a player's field by this symmetry, so like if I lost a symmetry, like I played this and I had a chains in play and the chains goes away, I'm going to lose a life point. If my opponent had, an afterthought and that went away by this card, they lose a life point. If you don't have anything besides this card, keep in mind it does count itself as a symmetry card in play while it's resolving. So it'll destroy itself, but the effect's halfway resolved. It has to finish resolving at that point, so you'll lose a life point regardless. It's kind of like Cosmic Shield Archangel. It destroys itself. The rest of the effect finishes resolving. It's also like Vortex and Reevaluate. They stay outside of the deck if you need a deck recycle, but you still need to draw more cards because it's still in play resolving. All in all, when you consider what it can do, getting rid of an entire legion of afterthoughts, destroying a chain of symmetries for giving up a life point, and destroying one of your little creatures with energy attached to it, we hope you'll find it is more than worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot more that we'll be able to dive into with this card in the future, but we just wanted to give you a glimpse and let you start digesting it and just start, let the ideas run with all the different uses you can find for it. It's definitely going to be an important key card with the release of Set 5, so keep an eye on this one. We hope you pull it in your packs, and we can't wait to see all the different kinds of decks that you splash it in, or even build a deck around with it.
Yep, so there it is, Thought Stream Eventide Sword. Let us know what you think of this symmetry in the comments below and how it stacks up against some of the other Set 5 spoilers that you've seen so far. Alright, so that about wraps it up for the second episode of the official Exodus TCG podcast by Jake and Lexi here. Thank you so much, you guys, for listening, and we just wanted to give a big thank you to all of our competitors from this season, from Season 2 of Organized Play. We are so proud of all of you guys and everybody who got that invitation, whether you guys can make it or not. We're so proud of you guys. We've got some awesome end-of-season rewards and some mail-out prizes for people who may have not been able to make it.
Yep, give yourselves a pat on the back once again, because you guys...
We applaud you guys.
You're fantastic, and it's really stacking up to be an unforgettable second World Championship.
Yeah, we're super hyped here at Existence Games, and we hope you are too. And for all of our competitors coming out this year, we will see you guys in a few days, and we can't wait. So it's going to be awesome. Be prepared, come ready, and it's going to be fantastic.
Awesome. Existence Games signing out, and we'll see you guys soon. Play
all
on.
Right, see you guys.
Existence Games!